Hi, this is Dawn Olszewski with DOstampingWithDawn.com, and I'm here with another How'd She Do That episode. And today I'm going to share another altered Lots to Love box, which is from the Framelits that are in the 2018 Occasions catalog. And the box itself is normally about this size with this folded down. This is like the cover, but I wanted to create something a little narrower so it could fit this tube of coffee in there. Isn't that adorable? So let's get started. So first thing that you need is a half a sheet of cardstock. This is Early Espresso, and it is 4 1/4 inches by 11. And we're going to cut 2 of these out of here, one at the full size of the box and the other one just with what's left over. So let me show you how to do that. So I am lining the bottom up here. I'm going to put it in my Big Shot and I'm going to cut that out. We have the full size one here, and then what you're going to do is you'll turn this around and you're going to place, see the curved edge there, you're going to place the curved edge of the die up against that as well, and whatever's left, that's what we're going to use for the rest of our box. Here you go. When I make boxes like this and I'm altering them, I like to create kind of a little cheat sheet for myself. So this had said I need a piece that's 11 4 1/4. I cut one at full size, and from the leftover I cut a partial. So now I'm moving on to where I want to score 1 1/8 inch from each edge, but I also made a note to myself that it's before I cut off these remaining edges here. So eventually I'm going to cut the original edge off, but I found it easier to score it before I did that. So let's bring in my scoring tool here. I'm going to take the big one for now, get my cutting blade out of the way, and I'm going to line up the edge at 1 1/8 and go ahead and score that. And then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to do the same thing. Alright, and you're going to want to repeat that on the small one as well. Okay, with both of those scored, now I want to move on. So I'm going to go ahead at this point, see where I have everything kind of X'd out. That's where I want to remove it. I'm going to start by removing the original scored edges from the 2 pieces. So I'll show you how I did that. What I did is I took my trimmer. We'll do the little one this time. And I want to find where, see if I can come in as close as possible and get it all in the screen. So see where this tab area is? It's already cut there essentially. And then I can see my score line is kind of landing in that kind of groove edge there. So I'm going to take my cutting blade and I'm going to gently start to move it down. I want to make sure that it's landing in between that cut area and I can cut it straight down. So that makes it a lot easier. You certainly can use your paper snips, but I found this to work kind of nicely there. Found the groove and cut it right off. And you'll do that for both pieces. Alright, so I've cut both pieces down, and now we just have just a little more trimming to do. So I've marked that. So let's come back here. So on the little piece, that's this one here, I want to cut this corner out. And then I also want to just cut into this one because what's going to be left over is going to leave me a tab. I'll show you what I mean by that. So I'm going to cut on the score line all the way down, and then I'm going to cut just this corner off. So that's what we'll have, but we still have this as a tab. I'm going to do that on both sides. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and fold this as long as I have it. And that's what this piece is going to look like. And then the other piece is this is what we have left of it. And there is a score line here. I don't want to fold on that. I want to leave this rounded kind of as a decorative edge. But I do need to remove not only this piece that we removed from the other one, but I want to remove the tab as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And there we go. And then we're just going to fold the two sides and leave this as my decorative edge. So this is the bottom of my box, and this is going to be the top. And before we're going to go ahead and do any adhering, we want to add anything. So if you're going to add like coordinating paper, like I'm using the coffee break paper, kind of an obvious choice for this particular one, don't you think? Here it is here. It has some fun images. It's 12 by 12. It's in the current annual catalog, 2017-18. And this suite of products is awesome. And I kind of stuck with that suite when I was decorating. So let's adhere this real quick. Here we go. Now I want to go ahead and add adhesive. So this is my decorative side. I'm going to flip this over. I'm adding 2 pieces of adhesive, not on the tabs. The tabs we want to keep free of adhesive. All right. We are almost ready to put this together. I'm going to burnish this and lift off the cover. There we go. Okay, so this is going to go together. So like this, all right? So it's going to set like this. So I'm adding my large piece on top of the smaller piece where the adhesive is, and lining this up to the tab. So here's my tab right here. There you go. All right. This is why we want to add the adhesive on this one, because we only need a small amount. And then we're going to go ahead and fold this flat, and that flat too, and these will automatically match up. And there we go. Tuck in your corners, push this in. Yay! Isn't that cute? And really quite easy. So let me just show you the finished again. So like I said, I use products from the coffee. This is from the Coffee Cafe, The Friend. It was just stamped by omitting all of this and just inking up The Friend. And then that little tiny heart comes from this small image here. And then I used this little tag that comes in here, and that was the white tag. And then this little corrugated, I love these corrugated tags. They're just so cute. That is in the same product suite. So, and garden green ribbon and a little linen thread. I kind of like the double thread. So if you ever kind of follow me and see my projects, you see I use a lot of kind of double ribbon, a ribbon with a small thread, like a baker's twine or something. So there you go. I do have another thought for this kind of narrower box. So instead of the coffee, you could, yes, chocolate, put in a Snickers bar. And you certainly could, this actually fits quite perfectly. If you cut off at the scored edge on this, it would be a perfect size box for the Snickers bar. So I hope you enjoyed that. I do have more ideas coming. So be sure to join me in the coming days to see those. If you're looking for Stampin' Up! Products, I'd love to be your demonstrator. You can shop with me at DOstamping.stampinup.net. Or come and visit my blog for lots more creative ideas at DOstampingwithDawn.com.